Get ready, Humidor shop talk. Get ready, Humidor shop talk. Sports, Humidor shop talk. Cigars, Humidor shop talk. Get ready, Humidor shop talk. Get ready, Humidor shop talk.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your man, Mr. SmokeFellas, man. What's up with everybody, man? It's a beautiful Saturday morning. As y'all see, I'm sitting on the patio, chilling, finna bring you guys the latest in sports news, the way we do it in the cigar shop, man. Dude, I got notes, and I'm ready to go because it's a lot to talk about, man. I know the NBA Finals over with, but man, we still got a lot to talk about when it comes to basketball, football, everything that's going on inside and outside of sports, man. So I'm gonna bring in my panel because I got this wild bunch, and they was getting it in. You know, we got two angry mans on the show. I'm gonna bring one of them in first. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I know he got a drink this morning because my boy is on straight angry man today. Lefty, what's up?
Man, first of all, good morning. Second of all, smoke fella finger to the city of Chicago. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm so sick of this damn city. But yeah, man, I'm still here anyway. It was a rough night, man. Rough night, but
Well, you know what?
It is what it is.
Put your cups up for Lucky Lefty. Yes, sir, my man.
Yeah.
So I got a little something. I got some coffee in my little something. Hey, man.
I
don't
get
know.
in late on the night. I had to keep my head on straight right now, though.
I hear you. I hear you, man. It's like that sometimes, but it is what it is, and we gonna stay in it, as you say.
Facts.
Usually, this dude is out another state here, there, and it's neither here nor there. My man, KDL 33.
What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing this Saturday morning? What's going on? Going on, good people?
You good, baby?
Yeah, I'm in the state today, man. I won't be next week, but that's like you said, that's neither here nor there. But I'm here today, bro. Let's get it.
Hey, man.
And
then we got the.
This is my last week in my 40s, and it's not starting off good, but I'm approaching 50. Things gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
Like we was actually looking for you last night, wondering where you was, but now we see. But carry on.
Yeah, facts.
Well, hey, we got the guy that has served more suspensions than Ron Artest on his show. He the angriest man, Sly Dog, aka Angry Man. What's up?
First of all, what you got is what I'm gonna put up your ass. But that's neither here nor there. Hey man, it's good to be back on the show. You know what I'm saying? Look at KDL. Hey, I miss you, KDL. You know. Hey Ben,
I didn't miss you, but carry on.
Damn. Hey Ben, you in the same spot. Hey man, look here. Next time, go in the car wash and shoot the show.
Damn. The one right behind him?
Wow.
The one right behind him.
In the car wash?
Damn.
The car wash.
Oh.
That might be hard to do.
No, it won't.
Good morning, Will folks. And now that we got the pleasantries out the way, GFY.
Damn.
The what?
Now we got the pleasantries out the way. GFY.
Damn, he said everybody but me. That's my boy. Will folks, baby.
What up, Will?
Damn, and I was sending a gift to the baby shower.
That's cold. You need to go to hell for that.
The baby shower.
You going straight to hell.
The Baltimore Ravens can go to hell.
Hey Hey, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's get
Damn.
into it. Man, NBA Finals
I don't care.
over. Done.
That's my friend, Damani.
Over and done.
Y'all
Hey, man,
wrong,
we're going to
man.
start wheel folks out, man. But protect yourself at all times. Don't come on here talking stuff right out the gate, man.
Oh man,
Come on.
That's my
You
friend,
know how
dude.
we
it's my boy, man.
Jerome, Getty, Gandy, what's up? Tony Barber, what's up out there this morning? But the NBA
Andy,
Finals is
TB.
over with, man. It was uh the last game had a little air of excitement in the first half. Uh Thought we might get another game out of it,
Yeah,
but
right.
that got put to bed real quickly. Real quickly.
That
Kev,
was
what's your thoughts on the overall finals, man?
I think it went as many people predicted. A gentleman's sweep, 4-1. Miami stole what was that, game 2?
Yep.
and they stole it
Stole
literally.
game 2. They started hitting their threes in the fourth quarter. Denver collapsed, and that's how they got the first win. Like, they were overmatched, man. Let's talk basketball. They were overmatched. They were undersized. Bam played out his mind. Jimmy didn't show up. And if Jimmy Butler is your main dude and he's supposed to be your superstar, you'll never win. He's going to get you so far, which is why they need to go out and get Bradley Beal and maybe Dame Lillard, but that's neither here nor there. But that team did all they could do. They were overmatched, man. They were overmatched. Aaron Gordon was killing whoever he had on him. Joker killing everybody. They had nobody for Jamal Murray. Jimmy couldn't stop him. Like they were overmatched, man. And this was Denver's year, man. Like Denver was number one all year. They finished the job. Shout out to the coach that knew his team, that knew the pulse of his team. He cussed them out publicly. They responded. He knew his team. It was Denver's year.
Angry man. I know you got something to say about Jimmy and everybody else on Miami, so go ahead and unleash.
I'm not going to unleash on anybody. Miami is who we thought they were. You knew it, and I knew it. As the old coach of the Arizona Cardinals said, that Miami's trash. They shouldn't have never made it anyway. I said that. You had your boy sitting up here, DY, that you was replacing me with, to have absolutely no knowledge of no sport except the eating contest. And you're gonna sit
Come
here and
on,
say
man.
What?
that he knew what the hell he was talking about. The
DY.
bottom line is Miami's trash. You knew they was trash, but for some reason you was hoping that they was gonna win. Nobody showed up on Miami. I told you Butler was gonna do what he always do. He'll get you there. He'll get you to the wedding, but then he's gonna run away. Soon as he get there,
Damn.
he's gonna leave. That's who Jimmy Butler is
Up the aisle?
from the aisle.
What?
You
He's
know,
leaving them at the
I
altar?
can't leave him at the altar. Yes, he is. You know, he's trash, man. And I'm tired of all y'all that say y'all know basketball, making Jimmy to be a superstar. Stop. He's not a superstar at all. He's not. He's a star, but he ain't no damn superstar. Stop it. And I don't care if they get Bradley Beal. Miami's not gonna ever win again. They done. They can get Bradley Beal. They can get Damian Lillard. You talking about getting two guys that don't even want to win. So how they gonna help you win?
They don't want to win in their current state. If you put them on Miami, Miami needs another scorer. Jimmy Butler can't be the dude.
Y'all
If
got
you give him another guy, they'll do better.
you got too much faith in Pat Riley. Pat Riley ain't won since guess who left. So stop. Your turn to me.
Always got to go back to him, huh?
Hey, I'm just speaking the facts.
Probably the most dominant finals performance since Kobe and Shaq dog walked the Nets. I forgot what year it was when they just beat the hell out of them every damn game.
2002, but go ahead.
2002,
You
yeah.
know, I forgot all about that, man.
Man, they dog walked them, man, and you know you can also say that LeBron's last year in Cleveland when Golden State dog walked them too. Look, and none of us were surprised. That's why I know myself personally. I would have preferred to see Boston play Denver. I think they would have gave them a little better series. Maybe
They give me better
4-2,
series.
maybe 4-2. But outside of those 6 minutes in the fourth quarter of game 2, Denver dominated them. like the most unknowledgeable person about basketball in the world could clearly see it was varsity versus frost out. You know, they were just better. They
They were better. No, you're right. You're right.
They were that much better. You know, Miami had a nice little Rocky Balboa story. You know, coming from the play-in. You know, beating the Bucks and getting where they got. But man, when they went up against that juggernaut, I mean, it just was what it was.
The Bulls let them off the hook
Yeah.
with 5 minutes left. They should have been gone. The Bulls was up by 3 points with 3 minutes left and lost.
And remember, Miami lost their
we talking about the Bulls
game. Miami lost that first playing game. Like the run they went on was like I said, it was a cool story, but nobody ever remembers the run up. It is what it is, man. Denver just it was terrible. It was terrible.
It was kind of their year though, man. Like you got to think about it. They've been number one all year. All year.
Yeah, true. But who's Denver's team? Like, so my thing is once the once your team's eliminated, you just want to see good basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like I ain't had no dog in the fight. Even if Boston would have gotten in, I had no dog in the fight. I just want to see a battle out in the NBA Finals. You know, at least get to Father's Day. Damn.
Yeah, I would have liked that too. But to Miami's credit, they were overmatched. They competed though. They competed. They just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough.
They didn't have enough.
Miami ain't compete when one game
they compete.
Their whole starting backcourt went 2 for 30. You need to stop talking about where they compete at. Man, you not going to be on this show and say they competed when out of 4 games, they backcourt didn't give them absolutely nothing.
They did compete. I would say Martin disappeared after the Eastern Conference Finals. I'd say Martin disappeared. Strus, God knows what he was doing. Vincent got hurt. Like I agree with you. They fell off in the finals.
That's right. You talking about they compete?
No, they did compete. No, they weren't getting blown out every game, bro. They compete.
Man,
we watched the good games. Now don't do that.
I told you what was going to happen.
We watched the good games. Now don't do that.
I told you what was going to happen. I told you on several times that Gabe Martin was going to run out of gas, and he did.
But you the same guy. You the same guy to talk about. Oh, Pat Riley, this hell of a genius by bringing in undrafted players. They wasn't shit. Period. And point blank.
When did you hear me say that? You just be making up stuff.
You don't do that. You was all on when me and you talk. You was all on this thing about these undrafted players Miami got.
Undrafted players, bro.
These undrafted guys.
Like you got to give them a little credit for the run, though. For that team to get to the finals,
they're just overmatched.
You got to give them a little.
First of all, if you could get Tatum out of the girls' basketball, maybe he could play like he should.
What?
Maybe that's the problem. He going to laugh and giggle with the girls. What about you just losing to a terrible team? That's his problem.
Well, I thought you said you wasn't gonna go off. I thought you said you wasn't gonna go off.
Don't you ever say anything like 24-8. We're done with that. He don't even have his mentality. I don't want to hear nothing about him and the great Kobe Bryant again. If I hear it on this show, I'm gonna snap. He's nothing. I don't care if Kobe played with him when he was 8 years old. He must have learned shit because he's
that was. Now we found out during the finals. That was Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray admitted that was his guy too.
Everybody admitted.
Kobe.
And you know what?
But you got to understand how many players went through Mamba University from the WNBA,
Jamal Murray, Tatum, Devin Booker.
It's a lot of them that's linked to Kobe.
No,
it's a lot of them.
Tatum has been. Tatum to me, and a few of us go back. I know me and TB, who are watching today, we kind of went back and forth last 2 years about was Tatum a superstar.
He's not.
He had last year in the finals.
He over Butler.
When he disappeared, then this year, even to go down 3-0 to that team was a go down 3-0. Boston had no business going down 3-0, but then to come all the way back and get home and wet the bed, hey. He's supposed to be the dude. At some point, that Boston window is going to close. They can't keep running it back. They ran it back last year. They can't keep running it back.
It's like getting the girl all the way to your house and you can't find the blue chew.
Can't close the deal.
And close the deal, baby.
God, boy, that would hurt. And every store closed.
Hey, and now you got can't get the honey pack.
Hey, you better call your boy.
You better wake one of them up.
Wake one of them up, baby.
You got one on you,
Right? You better
I'll explain later.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, yeah. Boston, I don't know. Like every year, this was supposed to be their year, but once again, this what Tatum and Brown been together how many years now? With what's the name with Marcus Smart running the point? At some point, you can't. It's a definition of insanity. You can't keep.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if they run it back and give both these boys their money, they're gonna be cash strapped.
Well, the Boston and
so you better if you're gonna dig in, you better dig in because you ain't gonna be able to do nothing else. You get both these boys their money.
Well, being back, but they better dig in because they got too many guards. They finally decided we got to get rid of some guards. Boston got way too many guards. Way too many.
It ain't the fact they got too many guards. They ain't got the right guard. They need a real point guard. Cause Smart ain't it. Smart ain't it.
See that me and TB. TB say Tatum a superstar, and I was ready to crown him. I was ready to give him the superstar title. I was ready, but then he let me down again, dude. Like he right there. Like he got all the skill in the world. He got all the skill in the world.
So okay, let me ask this question: when it comes to putting somebody in a superstar status, do they got to win a chip to be considered a superstar in the league now, or
no.
based on their play?
Based on their play.
Yeah,
no, we would all agree that Damian Lillard is a superstar. Is that correct?
In fact,
okay, he ain't won nothing.
And Beasley, and
he ain't even been in the finals.
And Bill.
So you don't have to win.
Tatum not a superstar.
Tatum ain't
Why is Tatum not a superstar?
Tatum, I didn't see Tatum choke too many times.
Yeah, he disappeared.
He choked in the finals.
You can say Dame and choke because he ain't took his team nowhere near a playoff run.
Well, Dame can't do it by himself at 6 feet.
Right.
God damn, what you want the man? He's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he playing with Minnie Mouse people.
He barely
so what you want the man to do? The man is carrying the whole team.
He barely.
What you want the man to do?
They traded everybody he had.
So AI took a has-been team all the way to the finals. So don't tell me 6 feet is your reason why they went nowhere.
LeBron did too in 2007. What's your point?
Okay, he's a superstar.
But LeBron got whooped, and so did Iverson by the Lakers. So what's your point?
But what I'm saying is, you said 6 feet. Like that was the gauge. That's why he can't take his team nowhere because he's 6 feet. AI did.
I ain't tripping on the size.
No,
but what I'm saying is,
sometimes he didn't disappear in some big moments, man.
Tatum,
we would agree that Dame is a superstar.
Dude. He has disappeared in some big moments, like to allow your team in a game 7 at home to get dog walked. Now I understand he twisted his ankle. I get all that, but
that's when the next man up, your other superstar, supposed to take over.
What about all them turnovers he had last year?
The man twisted his ankle on the first play of the game. That means your other dude is supposed to step up.
He's captain turnover.
He had 1,000
He captain turnover in the playoffs.
Don't you say that when Tatum turned the ball over 1,001 times last finals.
Which is why Boston needs a Chris
He is
Paul.
nowhere more.
They need a point guard to put him in position. When Tatum and Brown are trying to make plays, they turn the ball over. That's not their job. Their job is to put the ball in the basket, and Brown plays better defense than Tatum. They need somebody to put them in position instead of trying to make plays. That's their problem. That's why they turn the ball over. That's why they'll never win. Don't you
ever say anything about that bastard that every time he get to a finals game, he disappear. Every time he get to the finals, he hurt. Don't bring him up no more. Please, I hope he retire. Go retire and do your State Farm commercials. For me. That's for me. I don't want to see him no more. I I
I'm
don't want to see
saying,
him in the league again.
what I'm saying is he'll be a perfect fit for Boston because he'll put them in their position, their
He's
rightful
gonna get
position.
hurt.
They need a point guard, not Marcus Smart.
He's
They need
gonna
a
get hurt.
they need a point guard.
He's gonna get hurt.
Well, he'll probably be hurt by the playoffs. That's neither here nor there.
What
What I'm
he gonna
saying is he'll put them in their place. Like they'll be in their
Soft
natural place.
tissue injury.
Well, then what good is that? And they gonna get hurt when they did.
All right.
Well, that's a
Before
subject,
we-
a different subject.
Before we get way off track, man, let's go back to the Nuggets, man.
Wait, I'm trying to-
Now, everybody wants to say, "Oh, Denver gonna be a dynasty." Now, for me, they ain't showed me shit to be a dynasty.
right.
It's too early to be talking that dynasty stuff. I don't care what any one of y'all say. Ain't no way we should be talking dynasty, and they won one. Get your second one, then start talking the dynasty stuff, bro. You can't start talking that you got a dynasty.
Well,
Yeah,
we
can-
shouldn't be talking about Joker as the greatest player in the world, but we doing it.
Yeah, that Kev,
See,
that's the point.
everybody always jump on the champ,
taken.
and everybody always in the here and now, right?
Hey, Kev, as you say, a prisoner of the moment.
Prisoner of the moment. That's what we doing. Now Joker is the best player in the world. He's not better than Giannis.
He's better than Giannis.
Nah,
He's
no, he's not.
He's better
No,
than
he's not.
Giannis. You need to stop. You need
No,
to
he's
stop.
not.
You need to stop. His
So
game,
he's the best player in the world.
his game is way more refined than Giannis. And the problem with Embiid is Embiid can't stay healthy. Out of them two, both of them better than Giannis. You move Giannis down to third, period.
Now Giannis is third now.
Giannis is not better than Embiid, and he damn sure ain't better than Joker. I don't know what
They have different games. I agree with you. Joker is more
Right,
skilled.
totally.
I agree with you.
Ain't that
But he's
about
not better than
basketball?
Giannis.
So if he more
If Giannis
skilled,
would have been in the finals, they would have been saying Giannis is the best player in the world. That's
Wait
what
a
the
minute.
media does.
No,
So we
and-
stop this.
and-
He ain't the
and-
best player in the world.
And
so
and
how he
kind
not better
of
than Giannis? Tell me
The
what
dude
Giannis
can't
is.
jump over a damn piece of paper. How the
But
hell
he-
he the best player in the
But
world?
he- do is jumping.
He'll give you
He ain't the
40.
best player in the world. Stop it.
He'll give you
We
40
prisoner of the moment
plus
because he's a champion and he deserves it and Denver deserves it.
How is
Not
Giannis?
saying that.
You tell me how Giannis is better. I'll wait. 'Cause
Giannis
you-
was the best player in the world until the
how is
playoffs
he
started.
better?
Then
No, he
Joker
wasn't.
went on a run and won
No,
the
he wasn't.
championship.
No,
Now all
he
of a sudden
wasn't.
he's the best player in the world.
No, he
Man,
wasn't.
stop this. Stop.
Giannis ain't
Stop.
better than Embiid. Tell me
Stop.
how Giannis is the best player. Tell me
He's
where
better than Joker to me.
Okay.
He's
So
not.
now
He's not.
y'all want to crown him one of the best, best player in the league.
He's
But-
one of the best. I agree. But to
is
say he's the best player in the world is
We-
He's
ridiculous.
the best player in the world right now. Period. He's been the best player,
We
like I said
quit.
last.
We
Now
got
he
a
been-
question
why
from
ain't he get the
Humidor
MVP?
Sports.
Why ain't he
We
get
got
the
a
MVP?
question for Humidor Sports. Start one, bench one, cut one. Joker, the Dream, Ewing. Sly, let's go.
I'm not even gonna pick any of this because why the hell would you put you in here? Like you just
Hey,
you
start-
and had to find somebody?
No. Call it.
I'ma start the Dream, I'ma bench the Joker, and I'ma throw Ewing in your backyard.
Wow.
Before I make a comment, Lefty, answer the
Anybody
question.
that don't start dream don't know basketball.
It's a bad look. I gotta agree with Sly on this one. I mean, look, and I know people like for us, like our age group, gonna say Ewing over Joker, but man, what that dude can do, his basketball IQ,
Damn Joker.
what that dude can do, man, is that's
Then he
it's
gets
amazing.
fired.
Yeah, but Ewing, and that's not taking nothing away from Ewing. That's just with those two.
Sweet say cut Joker? Are you
never,
high?
never.
Over
Never.
Ewing ain't skilled. Man,
Hey, sweet. I'm with you, buddy.
you gonna keep Ewing?
What?
I'm about to start. Hold on. I'm gonna start Dream. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bench Ewing, and I'm gonna cut Joker. We need to get out the prisoner of the moment
What?
status here.
This
Y'all
I'm
better
with
go
you,
watch
Kev.
YouTube and pull up
I'm with
Patrick
you.
Ewing. Are y'all out there, man?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Y'all better
Y'all
hey,
Y'all
get out the
tripping.
prisoner
Y'all
of the
forgot the
moment, man.
you
Get
man.
out the prisoner of the moment. Y'all better go to YouTube Patrick Ewing or something. What's wrong with y'all?
the only reason you ain't got a chip is because that man called Michael.
And
I agree with that.
and the dream.
I agree with that.
Maybe he
And
lost
the
to him
dream.
in the finals.
Hey,
Stop
you
putting it
mean to
all
tell
on.
me
Stop giving Jesus
you
joy and
gonna
all the
keep
praise.
this man led the finals in every statistical category. And
So
you
what?
tell me you gonna keep Ewing, who got dunked on by the man who danced this long to Michael Jordan?
Hey, they all slip up.
Are you high?
Yeah,
You better
know
go
what?
Google Patrick Ewing.
No, this is
Hey,
clearly
thank you, TB.
This
They
is
be high.
this is clearly age discrimination. It's
It's gotta
clearly
be.
a disrespect for today's game.
No, they ain't
Yes,
disrespect.
it is.
So now all of a sudden Patrick Ewing is a scrub.
You all would never take, nobody say a scrub, but you all would never take not a one player today over nobody in the 90s era.
No, they wouldn't.
You would. None of y'all would. Y'all never do.
I ain't
No,
saying
I
that.
would.
I
I
ain't
would.
saying that.
I would.
Y'all stop
saying
with
that.
y'all wouldn't.
I'm not saying
All
that.
I'm saying
It's
is
error
Patrick
saying that.
Ewing was a bad man, dog, and we ain't gonna sit up on this
Ain't
show.
nobody saying he not.
We're not
He
gonna
ain't
sit
better
up
than
on this
Joker.
show and disrespect him
That's
because
not it.
Joker
This
just
how
won a
Joker-
championship.
Once
We ain't
again,
doing that.
once
We ain't
again,
doing that.
You
Get
sounded
out
like
y'all prisoner of the moment
you
stuff, man.
sounded like the old man talking
he
about
sounded like the Lakers fan.
Y'all sounding like Skip Bayless, prisoner of the moment guy.
how.
Get out of this.
Yeah.
Look at what the man has done. Back-to-back MVPs. He got a
He
chip.
should have won
had
a
every
third one,
statistical
but he
category.
did cry. That's how he
No,
got it.
Okay.
Embiid should have
Okay.
won last year.
Skip Hairless. Skip Hairless. Stop it.
Probably one of the best passing big men you ever seen in your life.
Not saying the man ain't a bad man. I'm not saying that.
Ain't nobody saying you was trash. Just because I would take joke over him, that's not disrespect to you.
Boy,
Y'all do this every time. Every time we do this, start one, bench one, cut one. All us 70, 60, 70s babies, we gonna go people in our era. You give none of these kids,
you
none of
take
these young
Giannis.
men in our
You'll
era,
take
in the
Giannis
era
and cut
today.
Duncan too.
Y'all
Huh?
give them no
You
credit.
might as well.
Whoa.
You'll take Giannis and
Whoa, we
cut
need
Duncan.
20-second timeout.
Yes,
Whoa.
I'm in with the shits.
He gonna start Getty, bitch. He want to cut Kevin.
Hey, Tim, you wouldn't even be on the squad then.
What? Why
What?
would you?
You got cut from Intramuros 3 times, not 2, 3
Come
times.
on, man.
That's so disrespectful, man. That's
Man.
that's way out there.
Where did that come from, man?
Oh,
That's
that
wild.
was. Hey, Tim. I got to give you one of these right here, baby.
I totally
Right
lost my
here.
train of
Right here.
thought, man. I'm completely off now. I just lost my train of thought.
Hey,
He wouldn't even be on the squad.
You'll keep Giannis and cut Duncan because that's what it sounds like. So that's what you would do because that's what you want.
Who you talking about, me?
Yeah. You'll start.
Compared to who? What's the 3? Give me the 3.
Well, I gave you 2. So you want Barkley now? I even throw.
Give me the 3. What are you talking about? First of all, what are you talking about? Number 2, give me the 3 you talking about.
Start one, cut one, bench one.
Okay, give me 3.
You take Barkley and you take Giannis.
Duncan, Barkley, and Giannis.
Now,
I would start Giannis.
You'll start Giannis.
I would bench Duncan, and I'll cut Barkley.
And you'll cut Charles.
Wow.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm surprised.
I'm not cutting Duncan.
Take me completely off the show.
I'm not cutting Duncan.
Take me off
Wow.
the show.
I'm sorry. I'm cutting. Greek is that dude right now, but I'm cutting him. I'm starting Duncan. I'm benching Barkley, and I'm cutting the Greek.
You gonna start Giannis over Duncan? How? In what universe?
I would do that.
I'm with Ben. I would definitely cut Giannis. It's Duncan and Barkley and Giannis.
But y'all the same dudes that just said we talk about the 90s and we keep the 90s. Y'all just did the same thing.
No.
Y'all just did the same thing.
No,
you
not on that.
cut the new guy and took the 90s guy. Y'all just did the exact same thing that you accused us of doing earlier. But go ahead, though.
Tim Duncan is 5-1. He a Ray Allen shot away from being 6-0, and you're gonna be disrespectful. You wild.
I didn't cut Duncan. I didn't cut Duncan.
Not with that one. With that one, Giannis, like it's because it's Giannis, and that's a hard group because it's Giannis really a power forward. Like what is
it is hard.
All over the place.
Well,
Giannis, but
you know why I cut Giannis? I cut Giannis because he doesn't have a consistent jump shot, and Barkley and Tim, they got consistent jump shots, and they will abuse you in the paint. Period.
First of all, you keep the guy that's 6'4.5" and will kill you. That's the guy you keep.
And I love Chuck, actually. I love Chuck.
Yeah, people forget out. Hey, Barkley.
Y'all gonna
bad
stop
before, man.
disrespecting Giannis is what y'all gonna do.
I'm not. I don't disrespect him.
I do.
But Giannis is more of a hybrid than he's not a traditional power forward at all.
Giannis is not better than B.
The first group we had, those were 3 centers. Like they were 3 pure centers. Nobody in there is hybrid. So that grouping was a little, that's what I mean with that grouping. But Giannis is I don't know, is he a small forward, a power forward? Or sometimes bring the ball up. I just don't know what he is.
Really a 3. Giannis really is a 3, but he don't play the 3.
Yeah.
I already know.
Deep down, he's really a 3.
I already know.
Okay, so to kind of put in perspective, you would have to put Giannis with KG, Weber, and Giannis.
Oh, that's easy. That go without fail. I'm starting KG, I'm benching Weber, and I'm cutting Giannis again. Hey, what do you want me to say? It ain't nothing to say about that. He going again. I'm starting
Hold on,
KG.
Weber, Giannis, and KG?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm starting KG without fail.
I don't know, man. That's tough. That's a tough.
That's tough,
Man.
I'm starting KG.
Y'all know KG, my man.
C-Webb was a monster, dude.
He was a monster, yeah. He bad boy.
Giannis going again.
That's tough. That's tough, man.
And the reason is he doesn't have a jump shot. KG had a jump shot, and you all know Webb had one. So
all right, y'all got me on that one. Y'all got me on that one. I gotta cut Giannis on that one.
You better.
I gotta cut Giannis on that
one. I still don't know, man.
See Webb don't look. Hey man, skip all that Memphis shit. He lied. Everybody get over it. See Webb on the basketball court was a bad boy, man.
He's a bad boy, man.
Beast.
Like that bad boy, man. Like
he's a beast. y'all disrespect Weber, man. I don't. And you know I'm starting KG all day, every day.
I would start C-Webb, but that's
what?
Just me.
Nah, no way.
Dude, I was a C-Webb fan. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah,
I'll start KG, Weber.
You can't go wrong with starting Webb or KG. You got pluses on both of those, but at the end of the day, Giannis is cut again.
No, he's cut now. He wasn't cut earlier.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
LeBron, Durant. LeBron, Durant, a bird.
Taking Rasheed over who? Giannis TV or over who? Now Rasheed was my man, but I'm
Rasheed over Giannis.
But I'm North Carolina biased though.
No,
I'm North Carolina biased though. I'm UNC biased. So
I am too.
Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Though. She's my boy, man.
Giannis will wear Sheed out.
Yeah, he will.
Don't do that.
Hey.
And I love Sheed. She was a bad boy. Hey, don't get me wrong, but don't put him in this category. Don't do that.
Rasheed to give him the business now.
Right. No, I'm not saying he can't score or nothing. I'm not saying that, but he ain't gonna guard Giannis.
No, he can't. He's too small.
Hey, check it out. For all our fans that's commenting and all that, until the top of the hour, whoever can give us the best start one, bench one, cut one, you'll receive a prize from Humidor. I said the fans that's chiming in, man.
You're not eligible, man. It's for the viewers.
You're not eligible, man. So whoever can give us the best one to the top of the hour, man, you'll get a prize from Humidor Sports and Cigars, man. We'll make sure you get a little something.
I know who you'll cut.
Well, I'm cutting Gandy. I'm cutting Kevin just because.
I ain't cutting Kevin. That's disrespectful.
I ain't never been cut in my life.
Oh,
hey, Slack, can you say that?
No, I can't even lie. No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
Y'all get off my boy.
At least
y'all gonna get off my boy today.
At least I can admit it. I got cut from front saw football. So, yeah, at least I can admit that. Yeah, you're right. I love Weber, but it started with a G, you idiot.
I honest. I honest.
What do you say, honest?
I honest.
Honest.
Maybe you just
Honest.
high. Maybe you just high. Honest.
Motherfucker say, hey, Gandy, you drinking already?
Right. What you drinking this morning, man?
He down there drinking in that 100-degree heat.
Hey, hey, like I said, I'm challenging everybody that's listening today. Give us your best one, and you'll get a prize, man. But we can't go no further without talking about the 25,
Gandy
the
down there speaking
25
Spanish.
game suspension.
Gandy down there in that Texas heat.
Gandy around the Mexicans speaking Spanish. Be honest.
Wait, did he say highness?
What you doing, man?
I don't know. Maybe the brains too tight. Spelling is fundamental. He can't. And then
He must.
the bad part is,
When he was typing, he got hit by a flying roach.
hey, the bad part is you can Google how to spell his name, and you still messed it up. Hey, don't blame the phone. Don't blame the phone. Don't blame the phone. Don't blame the phone. Because what you did was you typed it without reading it first. Before you hit send, they say read first. So you just typed it and hit send. Then he read.
That's that Texas heat, baby.
Ooh, lay off them tacos down there, boy. You messing you up, boy. All right, go ahead, man. My bad.
My bad, man.
I couldn't let it go.
What's wild is when you type in the G ain't even near the H. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It shows. No, it's right there. It's together on the keyboard.
Right on the
It's
keyboard.
right next to
I
each
see it
other.
was right next to each other, and you just.
Hey, man,
My bad, dog. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
give Gandy the prize.
Right, give Gandy the prize, man.
Give Gandy the prize, man.
Hey, no, man, we're not giving a prize for the idiosyncrasies, man. We're not. We're not.
You're right. That figures did hit it. He You're a poor human being, Gandy. And you went to court. He didn't hit on
Oh man.
Yeah, it was his fingers, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. We're talking about the 25 games.
All
All
right.
right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
The 25 game suspension, man. I need to hear y'all thoughts, man, because we went back and forth all week long after that decision. And my thing was, Adam Silver made it seem like his decision was going to shake up NBA. They weren't going to talk about the finals and all that. And then he come out with this 25 piece. He was acting like he was going to give him a year-long suspension and it was just going to go bananas. So, Sly, I'll let you go first, man.
Hey, man, look here, man. You know, the most suspensions ever given by the NBA was my boy, man, that was doing the OJ Mayo, but that was because he couldn't stay off the dope. Then you come down to my man Ron Artest. They suspended him 4 games until the next season.
Malice in the Palace,
No,
baby.
Malice in the Palace. But I don't know, man. 25 games was kind of like, I guess the commissioner did it off my man who choked out his old lady, but he got 30. So I could have a pistol and get 25. I could choke my old lady out with 30. Well, I mean, the commissioner, I don't know. I mean, Stern would give you 40 off top for this stuff they doing, man. He should have got a lot more. I was looking for at least a year, but he ain't gonna learn his lesson. The commissioner is a joke. Nobody respect him, obviously. So, hey, man, look here.
Okay.
Now I don't get to see his daddy until the 26th game, which is gonna be disappointing on my end.
Well, let me put it like this, man. Just to sum it up, they compared it to Miles Bridges got suspended for 30 games. He got suspended for 30 games, right?
He choked his old lady out.
Yeah, he choked her.
He used a Gilbert Arenas situation too with old boy. He used that as well. So this was tricky about it, and I'm pretty sure he talked to the union. I'm pretty sure they had to come to some type of, they could have. They definitely could have made an example out of him and gave him a whole year. But at the end of the day, it was no proof that it really was some social media stuff. It really was no proof that it was even a real gun, which we know it was. But and it was a silly move. But then you got to start going into your bargain agreement. What's considered, misconduct. It was a lot of gray areas in there. So I'm pretty sure he talked with the union. I think the only mistake he made.
The union gonna fight it.
Oh, are they? Okay,
Yeah.
but I think the biggest mistake he made was that announcement before the finals, like we're gonna, like hyping everybody up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Sly, like it was gonna be this big thing.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the biggest mistake. He should have just kept quiet about it and then just dropped the bomb after the finals, and that would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
So
First of all, the suspension wasn't long enough.
I agree.
Let's talk real, man. He's a second offender. This wasn't the first time he did it, right? So we can start with all the he didn't break no laws shit. That's cool. He didn't. But you are a part of the NBA. You represent the NBA. They're a private entity. And if they say they don't want to see you with guns in the locker room, around team planes, hotels, and all that, period, and you on social media doing that, and you did it the first time, what the commissioner did is let the team suspend you. All right, come meet with me. We're going to talk. You ain't going to do it again? Cool. You understand? Cool. And less than a month later, you do it again, man. You do it again. So you told the commissioner, GFY, you're going to do what you want to do. You let your boy tape you. Soon he pulled out the camera, you should have stopped him. But you didn't do that because you didn't care. So that's all good. So now the commissioner has to suspend you. You give him 25 games. What that's going to teach him a lesson? And before everybody start with this, it's a black brother, give him a chance, and he young, he makes mistakes. Stop all that. He a grown man. And he chose 2 times in a row to do stupid shit. So you represent the NBA, not your own brand, sir. One for the NBA, you wouldn't have your brand. So I would have gave him much more than 25. Maybe not the whole year, now that I think about it, but he'd at least got 50.
well,
he'd at least got half the year.
Kev, is that,
He'd at
is
least
that,
got that.
so
We
Kev, is
need
that,
to stop. And
wait,
hold on,
Kev. Okay, go ahead.
one more point. In this generation, we're allowing these guys to get pass after pass after pass, bro. We need to stop doing that. They grown men. Treat them
So-
accordingly. He should have got more than 25 games. The commissioner punked out. I agree that, we got this big announcement. We found more information and all that for 25 games. Man, get the hell out.
That's the only.
well, let me
Get the hell out of here.
let me tell you this. He got what 8 games this season, right?
From the team,
From the team.
not from the NBA.
I'm not saying about who it's from, but he got 8 games, now 25. Do you know how much that's costing him out of his pocket?
So what?
The 25 is 7 million.
$7.6 million out of this man's
So what?
pocket.
Why we care?
So what?
If he don't give a damn, why should we?
No.
So what?
What I'm saying is, if that don't teach you a lesson, 7.6, you can't recoup that like overnight, bro.
He lost
7.6.
money with the 8 games. He didn't give a damn about that.
Bro,
So what makes you think he gonna give a damn about the 7.3? What he gonna shape up now? Is that what he gonna do? He gonna get.
So wait, let me ask you this: the first time when Memphis did it, it was on speculation that he bought a gun on a team plane because they were in another state, right, doing a road game, right?
Yes.
This is what makes this one a little. That's why I say it's a gray area. It was the off season. It wasn't a gun on any NBA facility. So are we saying that NBA players can't own guns, or they just can't take pictures with them on social media? Is that
You can't
a
take pictures
rule?
with him on social media after you already took pictures
Okay.
on social media.
Yeah,
It's
but
a such, Damani, it's a such thing is, give you an example.
Okay.
One of my coworkers ran through Midway, forgot he had his pistol in his suit, in his briefcase when he got there. Once he got arrested and got charged, even though he was off work, he had no Union Pacific gear on, they fired him. Because every company has this thing, if you work for them, you gotta keep because you work for them, it don't matter if you off work or at work. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
but
you
but
gotta
Scott,
be conscious of that.
I know,
And
but
he,
let,
and he had to
let me
report it.
but let me say this. He hasn't been arrested for anything.
It don't matter. It don't matter if you're arrested or not. They saying it made the NBA look bad because he out here keeps showing pistols, which is true. Because the bottom line is, it ain't like Ja works for the NBA. Even if
Right. I give you
even if
that.
it don't have nothing to do with it, he out here showing pistols. It's gonna come back on them. Like, damn, NBA, y'all players out here having pistols and showing them all the time. The bottom line is he should have been suspended longer. But you know what? Ben got on me yesterday and said, well, I mean, he a grown man. His daddy ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, Ben, I'm gonna let you have that one.
No, it's well,
But
like
his
I said,
daddy
I
is
didn't.
daddy. He a groupie and not a father.
Well, so hold on, Lefty. You stated that you talked about the thing that happened in you said Utah, right? That was Utah where
No,
he
that
was
was
in a
Denver,
club.
wasn't it? I
Dem-
thought it was Denver. Whatever
okay,
it was.
Denver. But the thing is, that means you flew into Denver, bought a piece to go to the club. You trying to tell me you didn't have that on the plane with you?
Without proof,
Who goes to another state, buys a pistol?
Supposedly
What
one of
you
his
gonna do?
guys in Denver had it.
one of his guys could
One of his
have
guys in Denver had it.
all speculation.
Of
And
course, that's what they gonna
they
say.
couldn't prove he had it on the plane, the hotel, or nothing. It just showed up at the club with him.
What Denzel was saying, training day. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove,
That's
right?
true.
Like
That's true.
you can't prove it. Now I do think some of this was get back from the NBA for coming on with the apology and then trying to use mental illness and all these different things. So yeah, he embarrassed them. I think he
Yep.
embarrassed the Grizzlies more than he did the NBA.
No,
But like I say,
he
it's kind
embarrassed the
of tough.
commissioner.
Yeah,
Come
to
on.
me, it's
He
kind of
met with the
it was a tough
commissioner. A
call
month later, he went out and did the very same thing that he told the commissioner he wasn't going to
that he
do.
wasn't gonna do. Right.
So you telling me 25 is enough?
First of
Come on, man.
all, first of
Just
all,
off that alone.
his little crew, his crew need they ass whooped because they the ones that's
I agree
videoing
with
him.
that.
They ain't
I
got
agree
your
with that.
best interest. They putting you out there like that.
I agree with that. But while dude was filming in the car, he let him do it. When he pulled out the
He
camera, he
looked
wasn't
right
like,
in
"Hey
the
man, put
camera.
that up, put that up."
He
He
looked
didn't do
right
that.
in the
He
camera.
let him do it.
He turned to the camera
Right. He let him do it.
like he
So
was
who's
Lil
the
Durk,
idiot?
like he Lil Durk or somebody.
Well, two things. One, Kev, I agree with you. It should have been the whole season and then negotiate with the
Bring a pill.
union.
Yeah.
Then in the whole season, then okay, give you 3/4 of a season, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's end this quickly. Angry Man, you said it. You said it right. You work for the NBA. They have their rules. Not only did you do it once, you did it twice. Okay, you did
In
it
less than a
twice.
month.
Less than a month. All right, you did it twice. And let's cut all the BS. It
Well,
comes down to
technically
money.
3 times because he allegedly pulled the gun on the teenager. So
Yeah,
Well, that was at
you
his
got to
crib.
put that in there.
yeah. So now, let's be real. It's all about the money because if one of these sponsors, that's one of these guys from the NBA, one of these corporate sponsors from the NBA says, you know what, we don't really like the look that you have because now you got guys brandishing guns and we're going to pull our 5.7 million, 50, whatever millions they're doing. Now you're like, okay, hold on, player, hold on.
Exactly.
And that's what the NBA is about. The NBA is a business. And trust me, when you start messing with their money, that's why I think Silver was way too light. It should have been a year, full season, end of story. All right. You want to discuss it? All right, we'll settle for 3/4 of a season. Because you know what it does? It sends the message to the rest of the players. Oh, okay. Well, as long as I'm a superstar, okay. If I'm a superstar, I can kind of do what I want and get away with it. They got to send. It has to be justice has to be swift, or the sentencing. I don't want to say justice, but the sentencing has to be swift and severe. Whole season, end of story. Because everyone's gonna be like, "Damn, dog, he ain't playing a year just for that." I ain't gonna do that.
I agree with you.
And then secondly,
I agree. I agree with you, Sean, that they should have set it at the season and then appeal it, and he would have played for the season over. But yeah, you set it high to let them. I 100% agree with you. Set it high, let them know, hey man, you can't do this, right? Let the union appeal it, and maybe on good behavior or some shit, he would have played in the second half of the season.
If you go
But
through
set it
counseling,
as
you
a
go through everything else. You don't have any more mall incidents. You don't have any more pulling gun incidents on. Okay, then 3/4 of the year instead of the whole year.
But Sean, this is why I say it's a bit of a gray area, right? It's not like having a gun is illegal,
No,
right?
correct.
So it's not a crime, right? Now the other instances that he used, like Gilbert Arenas, he actually had a gun on the facility, on the NBA facility. He had the gun in the locker room. Okay, so he didn't have a gun in the locker room. He didn't shoot at nobody. There's no type of crime committed. It was just embarrassing in a sense, right? Because he's on social media flashing it the same way he did the first time. So the first time the NBA couldn't get involved because once again, it was speculation. So like I'm trying to say, like, you have to like give me like a conduct detrimental, to the league or whatever. What exactly? He wasn't smoking crack. He wasn't selling drugs. He wasn't. I mean, it was dumb what he did. He can lose sponsorship and things like that.
Are you making excuses for him?
I'm not making excuses. I'm saying it's a gray area. I'm just saying.
No, it's not.
What's the gray area?
No.
What's the gray area?
What's the crime?
Tell you what the contrament? No,
the crime is you work for the NBA.
It's not a crime. It's you said you want to know what conduct detrimental to the team is. Well, that's an umbrella blanket statement that you can use. But you know what the detriment is or could be when sponsors start pulling their money. When people decline extensions on their sponsorship of the NBA because of situations like this, that's detrimental to the league. The league is about making money, and if you do something that affects that, then it's detrimental to that league. Now, illegal? No, it wasn't illegal what he did. But the thing is, because you work for a company, because you work for an entity, they have their own rules. You have to follow those rules. You can't go and say, "Well, I broke it one time, I won't do it again," and then do it again. I'm sorry, Mr. B. You follow me?
So ain't no damn gray area. What's the gray area?
I'm saying as far as giving somebody a whole year suspension, like Gilbert Arenas got 50 games for bringing a gun in the locker room, right?
Absolutely no.
Gun on thing, right? That's 50 games.
Yes.
Right. So you can't. Can you give him that same thing or more, a bigger suspension for in the off season in the car?
Yeah,
because you get 50 games because you didn't get it the first time when you sat in the commissioner's office and told him you weren't going to do it again. You did it again, and you didn't mind doing it.
So the money,
you get the money.
What would you do to money? Put it in perspective.
I don't know. That's why I said it was. I think let's
put it in perspective. If someone says, if someone says, "Hey, listen, man, you know what? You called me to give you a ride. You know what? I won't do it. I didn't show up. I won't do it again. Anytime I got you, and you call him again, and like, hey, man, oh no, you don't even call him again. So you call him again, and he don't pick you up again for a second time. You ever gonna call that dude again? Pick you up? You're gonna rely? You're gonna trust him again?
No, you're not.
No.
Like I said. Hold on. Wait a minute, real quick, Sly, real quick. I'm just saying, based off the explanation that he gave and the examples that he used, comparing what Ja did, which was idiot, it was dumb as hell either way. You can give him more. You would give him more than you gave Gilbert Arenas. Well, not Ron Artest. Who else was it? Even what's name? Who you just mentioned, Sly, Bridges, who choked his old. That's a domestic, right?
Since it was guns, I would have gave him 50 equal to Gilbert Arenas, and I would have gave him equal simply because he did it twice and he met with the commissioner, bro, and he went out and did it again and didn't give a damn about doing it. So I would have gave him at least 50.
And can you drive down the street and somebody picks you off and brandish your gun? Because you know that's illegal, right?
Right, that's illegal.
Okay, so what's the difference in what he did? He in the car brandishing a pistol.
Took a picture with it.
He brandishing a pistol.
He ain't threatened nobody with it.
It doesn't matter. They call it concealed carry or open carry for a reason, but that don't mean you can just have it out doing this.
So Sly, they've been posting pictures of athletes going hunting with rifles. Right?
That is completely different. If you're going hunting with a rifle,
money, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, dog. Don't do that. This dude was wrong. And if I was the commissioner, he looked me in my face and told me he wasn't going to do it again, and he did it less than a month later, he lucky I won the damn commission.
I totally agree he's the biggest idiot. I totally agree he's the biggest idiot that there is. Facts. Idiot of the Year award all day.
You
Like,
sounded
it's
like
just
his
dumb.
daddy, and it's disappointing me because this sounds like the same
I'm not
excuses he
saying,
sounds.
no, I'm saying no. I'm talking about the suspension. The actual, like, how many games is when you're comparing it to other cases, which is what Silver did. How, do you give him more than this person got for who committed an actual crime?
God rest his soul, but I miss David Stern. David Stern wouldn't have compared it to shit.
Nope.
If he'd have told
Done.
David Stern he wasn't gonna do it again, and he did it a month later, oh my God. David Stern would have been like, I ain't comparing this to my
year or two.
Goodbye.
At least starting at a year.
Starting at a year.
Behavior.
Stern would have said, holler at me after Christmas.
The thing that Stern did was the integrity of the NBA is what he protected. And that's the thing about Stern. He was swift and severe. Again,
Stern is
the fact of the matter is that he did it a second time. First time, okay, that's the second time. That's a slap in the face of the commissioner. And again, that's why I'm surprised he didn't.
Clearly a GFY.
Yeah.
Clearly a GFY moment.
David Stern showed Michael Jordan he ain't above the league when he suspended his ass in Phoenix. He said, you suspended Mike the only game you got in Phoenix. Fans had a heart attack. Stern told him too.
Yeah, Stern was a beast. I'm not talking about the actual act or what he did. I'm saying when you start getting into handing out suspensions and stuff like that and comparing things, I just think it gets a little, does he get more than somebody who broke a law?
So the money. I got a clear cut question. Mm-hmm. Do you think he should have gotten more than 25 years? Stop comparing it to breaking the law. He didn't break the law. Stop it. He broke the NBA's law. Let's stop bringing in shit that didn't happen. Clear cut.
I'm gonna ask your question.
Okay, go ahead.
I think a year would have been too long. 25 to 50 is sufficient. I think 25 to 50.
I don't want to see John.
So you'd have gave him 50?
I personally probably would have gave him 50. I think a year would have been kind of overkill, but I would have gave him 50. Or let's just cut it in half. Let's just say half the season. 41? That's half the season.
No.
82 games.
He need Ron Artest numbers. He need 86 to 87.
Yeah,
on social media,
I
couldn't confirm it. I was trying to confirm it, but it said one of the posts I was reading. It said that John Morant unfollowed the dude who took the what's his name, Devontae Pack, is the guy who put him on IG Live. He unfollowed him.
That's just for show.
Yeah. And hopefully, I said on my show too. I was like, I hope he unfollowed him in real life because he just cost you $7.5 million.
That's
cost you $7.5.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't like John didn't know dude was filming him.
True. You're right, angry man. He should be like, no, don't do that, bro. But he was caught in the moment.
So now you're going to follow the dude when you knew he was showing you. John,
so he pulled out his camera. Right. You looked in the camera.
Right.
Now you got suspended, and now you're going to unfollow him.
That's his man's.
He unfollowed him.
Yep.
Get the hell out of here.
It's a show. Like you said, Kevin, it's a show. It's a
show.
Whoa,
slap on the wrist.
Whoa.
And his daddy was probably in the back seat. They didn't pan the camera. His daddy probably was in the back seat.
Stop it, Kev.
Stop it, man. Come on.
Hyping him up like Flavor Flav.
Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that.
That's my boy.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Hey, Sean, with the same cup he be having at the games.
Man, I hate his daddy more than I hate him. I can't stand his daddy. His daddy is pathetic. He's just as bad as him. He's an idiot. And you know what? Next week, because I know we're short on time, John Morant daddy, angry man. I'm tired of him. I got him next week, all to myself. And I'm going to tell him I'm sick of him. I didn't like
you going to go in on the man's daddy?
And then you going to jump up to Shannon Sharp? Shannon Sharp should have choked him out.
Well, he did. He had the palms up and his cup up. Like, man, Shannon, be cool. He wasn't up talking smack because he knew he'd get tossed like, man.
No,
he got wrapped
Shannon
up.
was on 10 that night. Shannon was on 10 that night.
Should Shannon Sharp have been suspended by Fox?
For choking him? No. For not
No, he
choking
didn't
him,
have a gun in his hand, Damani.
No, I'm just asking. The conduct was
Shannon Sharp,
he represents Fox.
If he'd have
See,
choked
there
him,
you
he
go.
should have been
See,
suspended.
you gonna
Ask
see
the
the money.
question.
What you're doing is you keep making excuses for the dude. When I keep
What
saying
excuse did I
this
make?
generation always trying to bail these dudes out,
He from
give them
92.
excuses,
What
keep
you
kissing their ass and all that. Dude is a two-time offender.
How is
Wasn't
me
no laws
saying
broken.
this
I
Hey,
agree to
Kev.
that.
this
But
Shannon
dog,
got
he's a
Hey, Kev.
suspended?
two-time offender, dog.
Hey,
When we gonna
Kev.
stop kissing his ass?
You
They
can't.
went to
Shannon should have been suspended for that tight Cosby sweater he had on. That's
Bro,
why he should have got suspended.
that sweater was cold. Number one,
You
you watch
can't.
your mouth.
You can't.
It was too tight.
Damani, you can't compare companies. Each company, all right,
Right.
Fox is its own entity, the NBA is its own entity, the NFL is its own entity. Each company has its own rules, and they determine what "quote unquote" detrimental to the league is. All right, so could he have been suspended? Yep. Could he have been and fined and all this other? Yes, he could have, but they chose not
Hey.
to. It's every single court, like every parent raises their kid and disciplines their kid differently, just like that. So it's different. Yeah. So it's
Right.
tough to compare.
Because every parent raised their kid different. You right, Sean. And I'm telling you, John Moran daddy was in the back seat. They just didn't pan the camera.
Right.
He was in the back seat with that same. I'm telling you what I know.
He was. He was.
Hey, Kelly said
Cheering
that
them
Fox
on.
ain't got no morals, so you can't hold Fox to no standards. They ain't got no morals.
Yeah,
Right. I can Fox.
You know
Fox
how many
can't
times
suspend
I'd
Shannon
watched
Sharp.
Trump on Fox? I'd have watched Trump on Fox through his whole 4 years. And I actually
Good
tuned
point, Kelly.
in.
Good
And
point,
I
Kelly.
tuned in every time.
Yeah, you can't. Ain't no way, Fox. Fox, look, Shannon Sharp worked for Fox. If you suspend Shannon Sharp, but you let motherfuckers on the same network on Fox go out and lie about the election, it's all Fox. So
And
if you don't suspend them, how the hell you gonna suspend Shannon Sharp?
Hey, man, I love
What you
Fox
talking about,
Nation.
Trump?
Hey,
It's all Fox.
listen, man. All right, now let's talk about your boy that shot the club up. He now, you know, they looking to take possible trade uh suggestions for Zion.
Zion is 20-some years old. He getting help by a porn star. And he promising to buy her houses and stuff and move her down there. I just don't know what to do with these young kids. Every man, you could go see her on Pornhub now getting rotted out, and you want her in your house. I don't understand, man.
Porn stars need love too, Sly.
Yeah, they do, but they usually marry each other. Zion, what are you doing?
Maybe he getting ready for his career after basketball, brother.
Man, look at Zion.
Then my girl busting him out all on social media, all his business out there. But
Zion needs to get a restraining order to shut her mouth. Number one, somebody in the corner need to tell him.
He didn't want her mouth shut.
Well, I ain't talking about when he with her. I'm saying now that she's on social media, you should get a restraining order to shut her mouth, stay away from her, and all that.
It's freedom of speech, Kevin.
No,
it's freedom of speech.
No. If I get a restraining order on you, you can't say anything about me. You can't come around me or none of that.
You can't come around me. You can say what I want.
Right.
That's number one.
Kev, them text messages he sent. What do you want her to do? Not show up?
Unless she
sign the
NDA. Unless she signed the NDA,
the only one good at signing NDAs is you know who.
Well,
Tim Anderson, baby.
Nah, but
don't get me started on him. 0 for 5. He can't.
Hold on, Sly. We gonna get to that slow.
But so if the original question was, I'm not talking about his personal life because he's an idiot. Because he let it get to the media. If we're talking about should the Pelicans trade him, yes. Goodbye.
He said,
you not only not available for us, you out here now. We see what you've been doing. Hey, dog, we ain't got time for this. Now, like, how long are we supposed to sit here and wait on you to play basketball? How long?
How long? Eating himself to death.
So if I could get a top 3 pick along with Brandon Ingram and CJ and the rest of the squad I got, goodbye. We winning without you anyway, dog. It don't matter. You're going to give us a good 20 games, and then you done for the year anyway. So if you could get something for him, a couple picks or whatever, let him ride. Maybe that'll wake him up to realize maybe he get traded and wake him up to realize, hey, man, this is serious business. This is basketball. This is your profession. Take it serious.
I don't think he wants. I don't think he wants to be.
If I'm New Orleans,
anyway. I think New Orleans don't feel like he wants to be there anyway. And the question is his desire for the sport.
Let me tell you this.
You come to camp overweight. You got all this other stuff. You refusing to play even though the doctor's clearing you, and because you don't feel
on
like
YouTube dunking.
Yeah, now you in here.
Okay.
You pulling the Kawhi Leonard on us.
Whoa.
Whoa. Let's call it what it is.
Whoa.
Let's call it.
Well, let me say this about my thoughts about this man. One, I'm blaming New Orleans. I blame them first. Yes.
Why?
Zion has a lot to do with this, but they allowed a lot of this bullshit. They allowed him to work out by himself instead of putting him under one of their trainers, their doctors. They allowed him to go off and do his own thing. When it was clearly failing, as Kev say, he doing flaming hot Cheeto commercials during the Super Bowl, and he big as hell. So I blame them for allowing that. Secondly, I blame his camp. His camp wanted him in a bigger market, right? So they got him.
His mama. Let's get on her then.
Right. Okay. Y'all want to get on Job Daddy? His mama. Let's go ahead and put it out there. This is what we do on Humidor Sports and Cigars. She out here. They want him in a bigger market. So now they're doing the James Harden coming in fat, not wanting to play, saying that he hurt and all that. That's two. But remember, when Zion hit the league, hit social media in high school, he was big as hell. And they told him if he wants to get to the league, he has to shed some weight. And when he got to Duke, he had shed all that weight. And he was a monster because he was trying to get to the league. When he got to the league, it wasn't with the team that he wanted. So he reverted back to not eating Cheetos, in drive-thrus at Taco Bell drive-thrus on social media and shit. Dude, this whole thing has been a shit show since the beginning. And now everybody is like, oh, no, this has been going on since he got drafted. Let's just stop it.
So they should let him ride.
Yes, let him ride. There's so many people on ESPN talking about this going to be the biggest mistake because he's young, he athletic, whatever. But if he can't get on the floor, what are you doing for this squad? We paying you for just to sit on the bench.
If you don't have a desire to be there, why would you want to ride?
Sit on the bench in these terrible ass outfits that he have on. Let's stop this shit.
Yeah, his wardrobe is terrible. But let me ask you this though. Where is he gonna go that all of a sudden he wants to play basketball, he's rejuvenated? Where he gonna go?
I don't know.
Try sitting out in New York and see how that works out.
Tony, come on, man. Come on.
Oh no.
Hey Tony, come on, man.
And Lefty, you got a point where is it a desire to play basketball or is it a desire to play in New Orleans?
Right.
And I think
it's a desire to be porn
New
star.
Orleans, that's where he don't want to go. So now if you're a GM, you got to trust, and we'll say New York. If we bring him to New York, is he gonna change what he's doing and get in line and be the dude that everybody thought he was gonna be?
Do the Kawhi Leonard in New York and see how they work out for you. Don't sit on the bench, act like you can't play in New York, and see how that crowd react to you every night.
Turn on you real fast.
Good luck with that. Ask Julius Randle.
He couldn't walk down the street in New York.
Not the crowd, the media. You know they got like 25 newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the media.
Dude, man, he'll be.
Yeah. I hadn't even gotten to the media, Sean. I was talking about just the fans.
Man, yeah, that ain't happening in New York. You know what? I heard Jay Will talk about sending to Miami, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I get to Pat Riley and the culture, but he made a good point, but I think it needs to be somewhere other than Miami, because Miami, man, he wants to be porn star Zion. Okay, great. That's there you go. That's there. Miami, you're in the hub, second hub after LA. But you do need a place where a good general manager, a good head coach, a good veteran locker room will kind of guide him. Like, look, dude, you got to chill. You got to chill. And
Send
partner.
him down there.
If he
Send him
go
down there.
down there to Pat Riley, he go down there to Pat Riley and Zoe and all them. Oh, that's over with.
So there's going to
They
be
gonna get him
conflict.
in shape. It's over with.
Well, they will, but I mean, he still has a lot more access to adult video entertainment.
Well, that's true.
Facts.
That's true.
Facts on top of
They-
facts.
So now you got
have to-
two forces: the immovable objects versus the immovable force.
Hey, Sean, they're gonna have to put a spy on him like in football. They have to put a spy, like they spy the quarterback.
Dude, they're gonna have to put a chip in him.
You know, he's often compared to he's been compared to Barkley a lot, but remember Barkley came in the league, he had Moses and Dr. J. You know,
did?
those veterans that pulled him to the
did?
side.
But Barkley
like,
came in the league and got in shape. He got in shape too. He came in the locker room with vets. I agree, but he came in and got in
the
shape
big
too.
reason because Moses and Jay pulled him to the side, like, hey,
Yeah.
you
Listen,
need to lose
when
weight.
he came in the league, Moses said, "Who is this fat kid?"
Right. Until he came down and dunked on him a few.
Right. Until he rose up on him.
Right.
Right,
He didn't get called a round mound and rebound for nothing.
right.
See, this is why I admire
Barkley was.
porn star Jimmy, baby. Porn star Jimmy got an adult girlfriend. The man never in the news. He just lives his life. It's never his stuff ain't on social media. None of that.
Dude,
None of that.
okay, I'm done with Zion. Can we move on to Timothy Anderson, please? That's what I want to talk about.
To who?
What do you do now?
Tim Anderson.
Well,
you
Flyers
going for the
upset that he ain't playing well.
Dude,
That's all.
Well, he got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah.
well, that's the problem.
You have a
The
baby on your wife and
lost
see how that work out in the
another
house.
game, 2 games in a row in the last inning. I'm tired. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Tim Anderson. Last game I watched, he went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. I'm done, bro.
Fly.
They need
The
to
man
trade-
at bat worrying about whether his wife then left.
No, no.
He got a lot on his mind,
he
dog. Every
worried about-
time he at the plate, he thinking.
He worried about if his side piece on Instagram.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got a lot going on, brother. He's thinking about at that plate. A lot.
He need to go, man. We need to bring that sit up, Sean. I'm done with him. I mean, that short.
He got a lot going on, bro.
I'm done, man. Put him on the trading block.
A chastity belt. Come on, man.
Come on, man. I mean,
What?
let's stop acting like athletes and
What did he just
porn
say?
stars and strippers dealing is a new thing. Zion ain't starting no trend. Paul George knocked up a stripper. Melo did too. So it's not like
And so did
This
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne. This ain't no new
Well,
trend.
we know it ain't a new
like it's
trend.
a-
I agree with you,
no,
but
Sorry.
they chicks ain't on social media telling their business either.
That's the issue.
But this is
Michael
social
Jordan
media
was
era.
with porn stars, man. Come on now.
Yeah, but
but
it's
he
Yeah,
a-
everybody did it.
It's a social media era, man. If you don't
Well,
well,
we
sign
know-
the NDA, you
But
don't.
Zion business reminded me of the great Tiger Woods. But at least she ain't used physical force.
Well, Tiger,
Hey, Sly, words hurt though. Words hurt.
I'm more mad
well,
at Zion.
Tiger just didn't have a burner phone. He didn't know how to use the burner phone. He used his real phone and put it on his bed.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, he needs
But
a BD.
That's
He
neither here
needs,
nor
a
there.
BD, he needs a BDP, a bust down phone. He didn't know about that.
He ain't know nothing about that.
He
I'm
learned
more,
his lesson because now he's changing the locks. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm more mad at Zion doing the prom pose with his baby
Hey,
mama.
Sly, he getting him up out of there, baby.
Yeah, you got a real issue with that, left.
I
Yeah.
got
You got
an
an issue with
issue
that, man.
with the
Yeah.
prom pose with the baby mama over dealing with the porn star. It wasn't like his fiance, soon to be wife, just
Yeah.
a chick he knocked
You don't
up.
know.
And you taking prom pictures with the chick, like, oh, come on, dude. Like, what?
You
are
know what? He don't.
doing?
He's one of those sensitive dudes. He don't know the game, and that's it. And that's where veterans need to come in and step in. He don't know the game. He don't know the game. All right. What was the line? Dudes treat the one they love in the same respect as they treat the one that you humping. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Damn.
and that he just wants.
Zion,
He just don't know. He don't know.
But the-
And he needs somebody.
where's his
Almost
daddy at? Where's all the daddies at? Because
I get
even
that.
at
Now, Sly, I'm
Google's,
with you on that. I'm with you on that.
his daddy ain't teach him the game.
Where's Daddy at?
Daddy, another one.
Man,
I
you
think the
already
NBA.
know. Once you start
NBA,
getting
man.
that thing, can't nobody tell you nothing.
The porn star asking, how you going to move us both to New Orleans? That's what she said. How you going to move us both to New Orleans?
Should've.
A young person lied to get some ass. Oh, that's new. Ain't nothing.
He
Right.
didn't have to lie to her. He was willing.
Right. What he lying for?
Maybe
Right.
he ain't got no game. That's just him.
No, Tim Anderson, you know what? I'm never done with him. You right. He ain't got no
Yeah.
game. Tiger ain't got
Sliding
no
like
game.
Tim Anderson ain't got a lot on his mind when he's sitting there looking at that baseball when he's trying to concentrate.
I couldn't even watch Tiger in the U.S. in the Open because he's still locked in his own house.
He stayed still hurt, man.
He can't get out his own crib,
I
man.
guess not. Where is he at?
Come on, man.
I ain't seen him in a while.
He
Tiger
recovering.
ran
Man.
down the
He injured.
driveway. Y'all gonna leave Tiger alone, man. He know better now. Like you say, Sly. He changing locks now, baby.
Yeah, he do.
You ain't gonna catch him up no more.
No, he changed locks with their stuff inside, though.
You lose $500 million, you'll change locks too.
And the house, she tore down.
Right.
Yeah,
Shit.
you're right about that.
Right, Tiger hurt. Remember, he recovering and he teaching his son the game.
Yeah, well, I ain't heard
Choppy.
Tiger say nothing about
Well,
that.
Hopefully he ain't teaching the female game. Hopefully he keep it to golf.
Golf definitely.
what?
Golf
And
is
you-
missing him because that Mark Speed
Man,
dude
you don't have this on
he ain't the
your-
next one.
You don't have this on your sheet, so I'm gonna take a couple minutes and give the SmokeFella fingers to the Oakland A's. So the Oakland
Come
A's,
on, man.
you sell everybody off. The Oakland A's been around since I was a kid. Ricky Henderson. I love the A's. Mark McGuire. A's used to be the team.
Bass
They
Brothers, baby.
got movies about what is it called? Whatever they call it, whatever the movie had. Oh boy,
Show
Billy
me
Ball.
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
The Oakland A's
Moneyball.
man, is one of America's most beloved baseball teams. But the new owner, he trades off everybody. He mad because he can't get his stadium. And guess where he gonna go? To the city of sin.
Las
So
Vegas, baby.
He
Wait a
want to
minute.
back up
Can I-
and take them to Vegas, where you ain't gonna have no fans still. Them fans don't care about baseball in Vegas.
Oh, they're watching.
You imagine
So
sitting in that stadium in that Vegas heat.
Is Vegas?
Right. I don't know how they gonna pull it. They better have a dome. I don't know how they gonna pull it.
He got the
I got
nerve.
a question for y'all, man.
I got 2,000 fans showing up. Why
Is Vegas bullying the state of California?
No.
Because they took their football team. Now they finna take their baseball team. Shit.
You gotta be willing to go though.
Well, first of
Owner
all,
willing to go.
if the daddy for the Raiders was still living, he'll still be in California. His
Well, you know
son-
he owned the basketball team, the girls, the Aces too. You know he owned that too, right?
Yeah, no, his daddy owned them. He just running them.
No, the junior. Real talk,
Mark-
man. He owned the
Mark
Aces too.
I know he do. But I'm sorry, he did illegal stuff with them too, because they got fined.
Yeah,
Everything he
and
do
the
is
coach
illegal.
got suspended. Yeah, the coach
you're
got
right about
suspended.
that.
Everything he do is illegal.
I wouldn't say Vegas, but I think Vegas just is. They supply an option for teams in California that don't want to. That
You lay in the bed with the devil.
if they don't want to
you gonna get
comply.
out.
Like
You're
we
right,
got an
Tony.
option,
Follow the
wait.
money, baby. Follow the money.
Well,
Option,
you always say it, Lefty. Follow the money.
follow the money. I mean, that's really what it's all
Follow the
about.
money.
You know, the only thing about Oakland is that the fans are pissed because one, there's no new stadium, and two, every time they got good, they were like Kansas City. Kansas City refuses to pay people. They get good prospects. They train prospects. They draft and develop good prospects. But when it's time for that second contract, deuces. They trade, or just before they trade them. Think about all the people that Kansas City had.
Man,
Carlos Beltran to Jermaine
KC
Giles.
they had them all, bro.
Man, they had studs, and they just
Everybody in
shipped
the
them
past
off.
through KC.
And
Yeah, you're right, Sean.
Pass through, start there, and so you
Everybody in the past through KC.
And Oakland's a bigger market than KC, and they're like, man, dude, you got the Bay Area, you got San Fran, Oakland, San Jose, and they're like, we want a winner. They just happen to they got everybody that perfect storm with the Bash Brothers back in the day, and little choo choo choo, but that's neither here nor there, as Kevin would say. All right,
Joe knows.
they want a team, they want a competitive team, and you know what? Vegas like, come on,
Yeah.
we got the money, but I guarantee you, I'll tell you this. They ain't gonna be trading young stars if they ain't gonna be doing that. Vegas be like, We want because it's another
They're gonna
option. Would you
to
say?
'em.
Would you say, Ben? Another option because now the Vegas Golden Knights just won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Aces just won the WNBA title.
right.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna
follow
bring
the
them
money,
over?
baby. Follow
They're
the
gonna bring
money.
them over. Do you sell off your top prospects before you re-sign them to big deals? No.
Vegas not trying to have no losers there.
Well,
No.
tell the Vegas Knights that's their last championship. They'll never win another one in Vegas. You know, my Blackhawks, they did the most illegal stuff in the world. They ain't get suspended in trouble for it. Now they finna draft the best player next to the man. So, hey, we're gonna see what we had in the next couple years. We traded Kane, who gave us 3. Blackhawks don't care. Get rid of him
No, they
too.
care. Oh, they care. Don't get it twisted. They care.
Yeah, they care.
Hey,
They had scandals going on, man. They had to start
Yeah.
over.
you got to clear the whole room. Yeah.
They cleared the deck.
They had to clear it out. They had to clear it
They
out.
cleared the deck.
But the one person
I have
you
no
can't
idea.
fire is Rocky.
Exactly.
They can't fire him.
Rocky was, dude, that is a Teflon Don. To me, you mean to tell me all those meetings, when everybody else knew about it and no one told Rocky?
Right.
No one told the owner? No one told the dude who signs the checks? Come
Yeah.
on, man. Teflon Don.
Hey,
Teflon Don.
hey,
He's-
he ain't like the Commanders. He ain't got no emails, no nothing coming to him. You don't talk to me directly. You talk to him.
But the league didn't even suspend the Blackhawks. They didn't give them nothing. They fired them, and that was it.
They cleaned house, got rid of everybody. Business as usual. Carry on.
Rocky
Rocky's like, you don't even talk to me. You talk to him. Who talked to him? Who talked to him? Who talks to me?
Right. Hey, he said no phones, no emails.
Right.
He like the mob.
But you know why he get away with that?
Teflon Don.
Because if you want anything to drink, he got to get it to you.
Wow.
That's a fact. Yeah, he owns the distributorship. Yeah.
Right.
Words
Better be cool.
Words beverages. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right.
Yes, he does.
Hey, but what? Hey, I say 4 years. What are we in 2023? By 2030, the Blackhawks will be Stanley Cup contenders again.
No,
Cup
but
contenders.
no, it'd be sooner than that. It'd be
Probably, especially if they do what Houston, Texas did. Because remember, they got 2 first-round picks this year, and they if they trade up and go back and get one of those because they're going to take Connor Bedard. But if you go back and get Fantilli or one of the other guys, the third, there's 3 great players. Connor Bedard is the dude though, but then there's 2 other dudes who are in the tier below him, and they're both centers. So you jump back up and get him as a center. Now you're stacking lines with generational talent at center position.
Hey man, you know what I found out?
I think Kane gonna come back and retire Blackhawk before it's all said and done.
I hope so, KDL. But he said there was rumors saying that he was done. He's happy. He's gone. Whatever. I don't know, man. I hope he does. Yeah,
that's now.
Yeah, once Connor Bedard gets here, he'll be like, wait a minute, he's a phenomenal talent at center, and I could still be on the wing. That might be it might be very beneficial to him. Because remember, he said he wanted to hold all the Blackhawk records. When you play with Connor Bedard, you might be able to get all that.
But it was time. He had to leave, man. It was time.
Yeah,
Other guy retiring, like it was time. You know what I mean?
And
but I think he's going to retire Blackhawk.
If we find a goaltender,
we'll worry about that later. Let's get. Yeah, we do.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Woo! We can't stop nobody.
Well, actually, that's all they got to do is get our boy Big Tim Smith, and he can guard the net with no issues.
Wow.
Well, that is true though.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Well, since we're talking about draft, next week's NBA draft. Stop it, kid. The NBA draft is next week, baby. And the top 3 players is Victor Dub, because I can't pronounce his last name, from France. You got Brandon Miller out of Bama, another gun-toting individual. And you got the best name in the draft is Scoot Henderson from the G League Ignite. So the draft, it gives some steam to it because of some of the potential trades and stuff that can happen up until the draft and player movement. So the draft is picking up some steam right now. But out of those 3 players, who would you take, Lefty?
Out of those
Brandon
three,
Miller, Scoot Henderson, and Victor Dub.
oh, Big Vic, Big Vic. I mean, easily. I think all three of them are going to be very good. And when you talk about, like transcending player, like this kid, I think he's going to fill the stands alone just for people to come watch a 7'4" dude handle the ball the way he does, and with his skill set. Like this ain't Manu Bowl. Like this kid is gonna be a problem. Now he probably ain't gonna be able to guard nobody, but he gonna be
That's
a
fact.
problem. He gonna fill a stadium. I think Miller and Scoot Henderson are gonna be very good too. Wherever they go to, I think they definitely gonna help. No, Houston got top 3 pick, right? Is it the Rockets up there?
Houston,
Yeah.
I think it's Houston and Detroit. No, Houston, San Antonio,
What
Detroit.
about Charlotte? Charlotte's number
It's
2.
San Antonio,
Charlotte.
Houston, and I believe Detroit.
Charlotte number 2.
No, Charlotte. Then
Charlotte number 2.
Then Houston's 3 because they were talking about trading it. They were talking about trading it for.
Where's Portland? Because remember that the Dame Lillard stuff started because Portland is trying to get the Scoot Henderson dude.
Top 5: San Antonio, Charlotte, Portland, Houston, Detroit.
Oh, Houston's 4. Okay.
All right, top 5.
Yeah.
So Portland is 3.
Correct.
Well,
Portland is 3, Charlotte is 2.
That's right, because they were saying this is the perfect time for the rebuild with that number 3 pick, and then you trade Dame. They said it's the perfect scenario to rebuild. So
Brandon Miller is gonna be.
And Mike ain't making the pick now, so Charlotte might do something.
He is making the pick because he calling in the prospects. Hey, look here, Brandon Miller to me is gonna be the truth. You can keep that tall, goofy looking dude because Embiid gonna weigh him out. When he play, Giannis gonna weigh him out. He's not gonna be able to do nothing against somebody skilled. So all this hype, you talking about hype over Joker? This guy's too much hype, and they play one game yet. I'm taking Brandon Miller to be the best out of the 3. I like Scoot number 2. I'm pushing this garbage dude that y'all loving. He gonna be behind Chet because as of the disrespect that you have the money, Chet got hurt fooling with LeBron. This is his rookie season.
Oh, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, he's gonna be better. He's
That
gonna
is
be
true.
better.
This is gonna be his rookie. Technically, this is his rookie season too.
He put on some size now.
Yeah, he had some muscle.
He working out in that little bra top that ain't a good look, but you know.
Chet gonna be better than him too. So he not gonna be that good to me. He got the best coach in the world, which means he gonna get his skills refined. But that's about it.
And he gonna have to learn how to play within the system because Pop ain't letting you just run free.
No, he is not.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. But
and I want to see, like, okay, he can shoot threes and all that. That's the European game. The NBA is a little more physical. So I want to see who he guards on the other end.
Nobody.
He got skills. I got all that. But on the other end, who does he guard? Is he gonna guard Joker? He gonna guard Embiid?
No.
He gonna guard who does he guard?
Now understand this.
Who does does he take the route of the Greek freak and live in the weight room? Because the Greek isn't big by any stretch. He's a hell of a lot bigger than when he came in the league.
He didn't.
Yeah, he lived in the weight room, and if he can do that in the next 3 to 4 years, because it ain't gonna happen one day.
He's gonna have to.
And then I think he'll be a little more. He'll be a little more able on the defensive end. But right now, Mug 6'9" are gonna back him in. If they're 6'9", they're gonna back his little skinny ass in. They're gonna back him down and try and dunk on him. Like, hey, put your hand up there if you want to, but I'm coming down with the hammer. So
he gonna remind me of the great brass.
So I wanna see what he does on the other end.
What?
He gonna remind me of the great brass sellers.
Not in San Antonio.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Brass sellers had a good bank shot. Leave him alone.
That's about all he had when he got to the pro.
A 15-foot banker right off.
I mean, he was cold in college though. Brad Sellers was doing.
He was Ohio State's finest.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, for him going to San Antonio, I think is definitely a good look because it's structured. You know, Pop ain't gonna let you run wild. Like you're gonna have to have your stuff together. So it will try the best move for him. You know, and then Pop's history with foreign players. I mean, hey.
Do you think though, Damani? Do you think that because he's got a lot of hype and a lot of this younger generation, they got a crew, they got a posse? You think that there could be some butting of heads with Pop if Pop has him under, in the system, under structure,
Right.
and Euro ball. Excuse me. I'm not saying that they're not structured. They're a little more free flowing. Do you think there could be some problems? Maybe not maybe rookie year, but then his second year, third year, once he starts to feel himself and get his roots planted in the league and becoming a good player, or do you think that they'll be able to work it out?
Well, I think we have. It's one of those wait and see things because he seems pretty mature, for a young man from the interviews and there with his parents and everything. He seems pretty mature. That's a good question. But remember, Ginobili came over as one of the top guys overseas. Tony Parker, and they fit right in.
But they don't seem to have that attitude. I shouldn't say that. Right. The hype. They seem more. And as a guard, you run. It seems this kid seems a little different. I don't mean that in a bad way. Mm-hmm. I just mean different.
Well, Sean, to answer your question, I'm gonna go on a Negro Damas right now, and I think with this generational talent, Pop is going to coach different. He is going to come out of that, putting him in that box, that system, and he's gonna have to let this kid flourish. And he's not gonna have a choice. He's not gonna have a choice because if you try to contain this kid, right? If you try to contain this kid, you're going to stunt his growth. And Pop will be gone before they let this happen.
The only thing though is I don't know about containing him. I'm talking about because I need to see. This kid's got tons of talent, tons of skill. How fundamentally sound can he be? Because if you're fundamentally sound, that'll go a long way. Added on top of the skill that this kid has that we've seen, that could take him to a whole nother plateau. And if Pop says, hey, listen, I need you to work on get fundamentally sound now in your first 2 or 3 years in the league, because year 4 or 5 and the rest of your career, you're going to be the man.
But Sean,
I hate to agree with Ben because it's kind of a bad look.
Most international players are fundamentally sound versus, these AAU kids that we got over here. It's about raw talent. International kids have more structure and foundation because they've been doing this international pro since they were 14, 12, 13, 14. So they have more fundamentals coming into the game than, I just hate to say it, the American players, because it's AAU and it's all about talent and athleticism.
So I'll say this, and again, I hate to agree with Ben because it's a bad look.
Wow.
But I do agree that Pop gonna have to let him play. You gonna have to coach to his skills, not your system. Gotcha. And what I mean by that is this dude got skills. This dude got right. You're gonna have to coach to him more so than your system. Your system don't work no more. That's why you're in the lottery. So you have to coach to your talent that you have, right? It's a young team. Dude clearly gonna be the man. It's gonna, like you said, he gonna pack the stadium and all that. You have to coach to him. So if he steps out and shoot threes, he brings the Pop just gonna have to let him go and coach around him.
I mean, I don't think Pop gonna try to put him in the post or nothing. But
he can't put him in. Try to put him in the system and don't let this dude do what he do.
Pop ain't gonna give you the ball, isolate. That's just not how he coaches. The man been coaching forever. He ain't gonna start.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
But I'm saying he can't isolate him and put him in a system and don't let the dude do what he do. That's the reason why you draft him.
So what you saying about Pop? Pop didn't put Tim Duncan in the box. He played to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan did what he did in college, all through the pros. That was Tim Duncan. So he didn't put him in a box. He just played through him.
So what you're saying is because Pop is one of the best coaches in the history of the game, he's going to adjust his system, whatever it is, to the skills of his player, to whatever Wemby can do, and that's kind of
yeah.
You're gonna have to coach to his skill, and now you field players around him.
I'll say you can do a lot of different things.
Your old school system got you in a lot.
I'll say he'll tweak it. He's not gonna adjust it. He's not gonna change it completely. He'll tweak it though.
I don't know, man.
Well, your system got you in the lottery, bro. Your system is dead without Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. It's dead.
Well,
so you got to build around the next superstar.
He hasn't had a generational player. He hasn't had a generation player since Tim Duncan.
I agree with that.
And they were the youngest team in the league. They traded their best player before the beginning of the season. And even though
Right,
they were
to
they were
Atlanta.
number one to the Hawks, right? Even though they were number one, they ended up with the first pick. That young team was competitive. Like they wasn't getting blown out the gym every night. If you
No.
go look at them,
They're
Spurs
going
wasn't
to
getting blown
compete.
out the gym.
I'm not saying that they're going to compete, but what I'm saying is his system worked with the right players. Like you said,
Right.
now you got another generational player. You have to put a system around him, not your old school system. You have to build around your player.
Do you think
You got a dude that can shoot threes. You got a dude that can handle the ball. You got to, you know what I mean? Like you got to build your system around him, not necessarily your system.
Like Milwaukee. Like
right.
Milwaukee, everything around the Greek.
So here's the one thing with Pop. Pop doesn't coach to up superstars, like to big up superstars. He coaches to win. Like he's a winner. He doesn't. It's not about you got all the media's about you, all the hype and the billboard. So I'm gonna put everything on you. His system has a history of working, and that's how he coaches. Like Belichick, I coach to win, not to up a superstar. I'm not raising a superstar. I'm winning. So I think he'll tweak it a little bit. But as far as adjusting it completely for this guy, I don't think it'll happen. That's my opinion.
Yeah. If he does that, and I think, but who's to say that this kid doesn't buy into the system and
Exactly.
his superstar talent just takes over? Because Tim's talent just took over.
Yeah.
Tim's talent just took over. It was like there's nothing you can do.
He Pop realized, I got this dude and Duncan. Oh, he's this dude.
I also remember everything was going through David Robinson when Tim Duncan came in too.
When he first got there,
So Duncan came and kind of fit in. Then when David Robinson left, then Duncan kind of slid into the man role. But Duncan came in as an underdog.
Well,
so there's
technically,
another
like David Robinson.
As David got older, there was no way of denying Tim shine. It wasn't.
Right, but I'm saying, but even as big of a prospect as Tim Duncan was coming in, he came into that. He didn't come in with that when Tim Duncan's a different type of dude anyway. But he came in. Dave Robinson was the man. He played his role. He fit into that system, did what he had to do, and then when it was his turn to step in, he stepped in. So let's see if this kid can do that. Even though they don't have a guy like that over there right now, so he's going to come in. He's going to clearly be the dude. In as the dude. You know,
hey, they got McDermott over there. What you talking about?
Not McDermott. Come on.
You talking about the dude that played for the Bulls?
Hey, but he had a great year last year. He had a good year last year.
And the
I want to see if he comes in really fundamental, like starts on the block. I know he's a little light, but dude, if you step out one or two steps and then start hitting over these big guys who may not be as quick, now you can maneuver. Now you can pump fake and go around or pull him out to the three. I mean, his game, he's got a game, I think, that can really, really do a number on a lot less mobile centers. All right, like on the Jokers and stuff like that. And Jokers
he'll pull him out. He'll pull him out because he can shoot the three.
Yeah.
So, but Joker will go out there with him though. Embiid is staying in the paint.
But him, he's not a banger. So do you put him is he a center?
No, he is right now. He's a three.
Yeah.
He's a very tall
He's
three.
a three. He's a very tall three right now.
Say 4,
three.
Okay,
right. Literally a stretch three.
Right. He is
I was going to say a 4, but okay. I can see that.
His frame doesn't put him in that 4 slot. It just doesn't. Because he'll get pushed around by all the 4s that's in the league right now. Just imagine him going up against Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is going to punish him like he stole something.
Aaron Gordon going to move him out the way.
Yeah, but ain't like he ain't going to give Aaron Gordon. He ain't going to give Aaron Gordon 20 either now.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's see him in 3 years. 3 or 4 years. Once he lives in the weight room, once he could actually bang a little bit, not the whole thing, but make that part of his repertoire. So he could bang, he hit the midi, he can hit the long range, he can go beyond, he can go in transition. I think this kid's going to be another Greek freak type dude with a much, much better jump shot.
Well, he obviously can shoot handles.
And handles.
Well, the Greek guy had good enough handles to get. He don't get raked enough when he goes to the hole. I mean, Euro steps like a ball.
I don't call those handles. I just call them long stretches.
Well, yeah, because he takes like 3 dribbles and he's up court.
Right, his stride is ridiculous.
From
So-
half court, it's 2 dribbles. 1, 2, and I'm up.
Now that Washington has given Bill and his agent permission to, you know, seek possible trades, if you were going to select a team, where do you think he will be next year? KDL.
Who?
Bradley Bill.
I think the obvious choice is Miami. But to be honest with you, I'd like to see him in Philadelphia with Embiid. Tell James Harden to go to Houston, go on back to strip clubs. Do you. Good luck in your future endeavors. I would try to get Bradley Beal with Embiid. He's a better scorer. The only problem is he's going to have to distribute the ball. I wouldn't use Maxey. The problem is they're going to have to trade for him. They're going to want Maxey, and I wouldn't give up Maxey, dog. I wouldn't.
Mexico.
I keep some kind of way. I got to keep Maxey, but I would love to see him paired with Embiid or right there in Miami. Miami needs another Duke. Like the glaring obvious is Miami, but I love to see him in Philly. They say the Bucks after him too, though. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the big rumor right now is Sacramento. That could be a
Wow.
good look at that young team.
Sacramento.
With Aaron Fox.
Ooh,
and
Jesus.
Sabonis.
Ooh.
Well, that would be nice. Oh well.
Ooh.
Light it up.
Okay.
So Lefty, where you think he gonna end up?
I just said it. I like the Kings move. I like it. That's a young.
Wow.
That's a young team. You'll get a guy who's gonna give you 25 to 30 a night because that's what Bill do. You know, I don't know who's they shooting guard right now. Malik Monk. Was it Monk?
Harrison
Yeah.
Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Barnes the 3.
Monk.
Barnes the 3. Monk.
It's the rookie. It's the rookie.
Yeah, that
He don't start though.
It was the rookie.
Right.
Yeah, the
The
rookie
rookie from Iowa?
started. He started in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You talking about dude from Iowa, right?
Yeah,
The twin.
but you put him and De'Aaron Fox he's here. Like, dude.
I mean, that
came
would
out-
be nice. I agree. That
Came
would
out
be
the
nice.
shadows. I would like it. I want to see some new. I want to see some new teams, man. Some new blood. Let's go Sacktown.
Well, I want to see the young team. You said my personal preference is you send Jaylen Brown to Washington, you send me back Bill. Period and point blank. Let
To
Jaylen Brown
Boston?
let
Ooh,
Jaylen
with
Brown
Tatum?
get paid. Let Jaylen Brown get paid over there with the Washington Wizards. Let him get his max deal. You send me Bill. You put Bill and Tatum together. You're unstoppable. Now you Marcus Smart. You don't shoot the ball again, not ever. You don't. The only thing we need you to do, Marcus Smart, if you shoot the ball, you will sit down for White permanently. You
All right, so this
you
Boston don't need Boston really don't need a Bill. Boston needs a point guard.
Boston need Bill. Jaylen Brown turned the ball over 1,001 times. You send Jaylen Brown where he deserved to by himself somewhere. You get Bradley Bill.
He's one of your better
keep
defenders,
Jaylen-
though.
So you gonna send Jaylen Brown to basketball hell?
Well, that's what he deserved to be. You send Jaylen Brown to
That man don't deserve that.
No,
But I will say this though: there's rumors that Bill and Tatum want to play together for years because they both from St. Louis. So they might make it happen.
I read that rumor too.
Hey, you put Bill, you get rid of Tatum, that solves your Tatum problem. The Washington will be happy to take Jaylen. I mean, you give Brown, Washington will be happy to get Jaylen Brown.
So,
Send Jaylen
Sly,
Brown over there.
with your theory, you ship out Brown, bring in Bill, and Van Fleet is a free agent,
Send him to
and
Miami.
you bring him in and get rid of Smart. Now you cooking with grease.
No,
Now you cooking with grease.
keep
So y'all bringing scores to Boston. Boston don't need scores, man. They need a point guard to put Brown and Tatum in the right spot. They don't need another score, bro.
That's why you need
What they
Fred.
need.
That's what you need, Fred. You
Get
bring
rid
in
of-
Fred and Bill.
Jaylen Brown cannot
Going back
shoot.
to the chip.
When you know why they lost in that 7 games? Because Jaylen Brown could hit the side of a backboard. Bill gonna hit all them shots without fail. You get
No,
rid of Jaylen Brown.
I agree with that.
Period.
I'm saying he's a better scorer than Brown. I agree with that.
Well, that's all I need.
But the reason why Brown and Tatum turns the ball over because they don't have a point guard, bro.
How about this?
That's why they turn the ball
How
over.
about this? You tell Marcus Smart if he shoot one more time, White gonna have his starting spot. Period and point blank. That's it.
Gandy said Give Washington KCP, Porter, and their number one pick, which is the last one for the first round. By the way, Gandy.
Why we listen to Gandy?
Washington be a fool to take that. Now the Van Fleet to Chicago might not be bad.
What we gonna send him ball contract? What are we gonna do with that?
Right, who you gonna trade for?
Ball finna get an injury, a medical.
He about to get that medical exception.
Yeah, but they should have did that last
year. Y'all been saying that for the last 2 years.
It's out now. It's out now. They think
but the Bulls, me and you, I'm a Bulls fan, but I'm with you, Kevin, against them two. This is they brought this dude from Denver. He hasn't showed us anything. Send me the dude that went to DePaul who just won a championship. That's who I need.
I think it's time for the Bulls to break up the DeRozan Levine.
We got the worst. We got a brother that's
time to break up. It's time to break up
Levine and DeRozan. But the Bulls brought the GM land like he was the dude that turned the Cubs around. That's the hype he had. Like he was the dude that turned the Cubs around.
Right.
And
Hold on. Stop. He is the one that put the fucking Denver Nuggets together, and Booth just riding the coattails on that. So let's stop that.
Okay.
Stop that.
He put the Nuggets together. What has he done for the Bulls since then?
He didn't put the Nuggets
That's
together.
That's been 3 years, man. You act like
his first year, the Bulls was one of the hottest teams in the NBA.
The Bulls are trash.
One of the hottest teams.
The Bulls are trash.
So that's your claim to fame. Since he been here, they was one of the hottest teams. That's your claim to fame.
Year one.
That's your claim to fame.
Injury after injury after
one of the hottest teams.
Bulls are trash.
No, they went to one of the hottest teams.
Man.
They had the best record in the East all the way until he got hurt.
And then they got all them injuries.
So here's
nice injuries. Okay.
No, because you take Alonzo Ball out, that whole thing was whack. Hey, you remember when Rajon Rondo a couple years ago in the playoffs with the Bulls? All right, in the Celtics, Bulls went up 2-0. Rajon Rondo got hurt. Celtics took the next 4. That point guard, and you're talking about in Boston right now, the point guard being the guy that Tatum and Brown need. They need a point guard. Debo and Zach, they don't need to be bringing the ball up. They need a point guard who can facilitate.
They need the same thing. I agree. Now, Sean, I agree with you on that. They need the same thing. They need a point guard to put them in position. I agree with that.
The bottom line is,
but what has Dude did? He's supposed to be this big GM that's going to turn everything around. What has he done since he's been in Chicago?
Well, let's look at it. I didn't like. I was a big fan of his. But then you look at it. Here's what he's built. He's building. He was trying to build the Bulls similar to what he did in Denver. All right. He brought in Vooch. Vooch is your poor man's.
Can't play no defense.
All right. I hear you.
Neither can Joker.
Okay. But Vooch, remember Vooch, when he came from Orlando, he was shooting around 40% from the 3-point. He was still able to get down in the low post and give you that little baby hook. We all know Vooch is a good facilitator. So he's a poor man's Joker. And then what we need those shooters. And Patrick Williams was maybe supposed to be one of those.
I've been saying that for 3 years, but y'all don't want to listen to me.
We ain't never denied that.
What y'all denying is ain't nobody want to talk about Zach. Zach is done. DeRozan never showed up in the playoffs. That's why Toronto got rid of him.
He came up on several trade scenarios, so don't think that that's not out there. You think those are just rumors that ain't true?
Was in Toronto. Ball is who he was with the Lakers, hurt all the time. And Zach is who he was ever since he got hurt. He's the most inconsistent player in the league. Stop. The Bulls and the GM, the brother, you never see him talk about this terrible team they got together. They all had behind Mike. But he got them all had behind him because you don't see them no more. They never in press conferences and they never talk. I'm tired of the Bulls, period.
DeRozan
you kind of stuck with that, sir, because you paid him now.
Yeah,
you stuck
you
with
just paid him. DeRozan's probably the most stable piece, and he's older.
But if I'm DeRozan, I would demand out. That's what I would do. I gave you the world here in Chicago. This ain't working. Get me out of here.
Send us Reeves. Go to the Lakers and we'll take Reeves. Please.
No way.
Send him right over there to the Lakers.
You heard the rumor. There are rumors according to Yahoo Sports that the Bulls are. I love this. We're quietly inquiring about a trade for Zach LaVine. If it's out, ain't no quiet about it. But nonetheless, the Bulls are exploring a trade for Zach LaVine.
Send him to the Lakers. Send him to the Lakers.
Okay, Sean. If that's really happening, that means they know they made a mistake in paying him.
Exactly.
But look, catch-22. At the time they did it, they kind of had to.
They did.
Kind of had to.
But
so they did it, and 1 year in, you trying to trade him. Now, what'd that take?
No, but could you have said, hey, listen, you give him the max because that'll, with that salary slot, remember, everything in life, follow the money.
No,
now you know you have a slot. You got a slot, so if we get rid of one, we can bring someone in and give him the max. So it's not going to affect our books that much.
Hey, Washington, take
So
Zach.
in other words, he's already under contract. He's already under contract for that. Okay, I got you, Sean. I got you.
We can switch salaries. You know what I'm saying? Whoever we bring in, so it makes it a little easier.
That's terrible. The Bulls front office is horrible. We
give us Bill.
All this hype. They don't. Hey, Sean. They don't talk to the media. They disappear. Even the brother that's the GM.
I never heard him speak. I never heard
this.
Yeah, he don't talk at all.
I'm tired of the Bulls. The Bulls are pathetic. Ball contract was the worst. Zach LaVine's was even worse.
No, Ball's contract wasn't bad, man. Ball, he just got hurt.
Boy, you're 84.
Dude, he was. I'm telling you, bro. They had the best record in. Look, if they were in second or third place in the division, cool. They had the best record in the East, bro.
For one half a season. They had the best record for one half a season, and y'all holding y'all hats on that.
No,
I'm not.
Injuries happen, Kev. Stop it.
That point guard
holding y'all hats on. But they had the best record. They had the best record.
I don't think
they damn got swept in the playoffs the same damn year.
Yeah, because they didn't have a point guard. The point guard was gone.
I didn't want to get on y'all's show when he was on there because if the Bears ain't winning a division, break it up. Draft me a quarterback next season. I'm tired. I'm tired of one thing. I'm tired of waiting. I agree. The Bears need to be better. Ain't no, well, if they 8-9, oh, we'll be okay. Ain't no more of that. Then the third year, they wasted draft picks. If he don't get better, you better go get you another quarterback. I am tired of Chicago sports, period, because we always waiting and we hoping for the next year. I'm tired. And if you talk about it on your show,
way to get to reality, Sly. I've been telling you that for years.
2 or 3 years, Sean. I'm getting on your show, and I'm gonna tell you too. I'm tired.
So what question? What record would you have them where you say, okay,
if
so you
they not 10-7 and winning that division, I want a new quarterback next year. Period. Because
now you're gonna go in on your man Fields. I thought Fields was your guy.
Then his third year.
I thought Fields was your guy.
Fields is not better. In his third year, you get rid of him.
Okay,
period.
first of all, let's trash his rookie year with Knucklehead as the coach. With that Nagy, you got to trash that year.
We're not gonna make the same mistake the Giants made in signing a quarterback that's trash just because it's the market. We're not gonna do that.
Wow.
We're not gonna do that.
Now we're gonna do that. At least that same quarterback made the playoffs. At least that same quarterback won a game in the playoffs. At least that quarterback ain't lose 10 straight damn games. At least that quarterback ain't do that. Neither here nor there. Go ahead.
You pay the quarterback. You pay the guy that if you take him off that team, they 2 or something. But you pay the quarterback instead of the running back that got you there. That's idiotic. But that's what the Giants do.
No. We actually offered the running back $14 million and he turned it down. So now they franchise tagged him. Now you want to come back to the table and try to get the $14 million there. Ask the running back why he turned down originally $14 million a year. Why don't you ask the running back that? Ask the running back that.
Get a room, Lefty. You had something that you was finna say. Why these two get a room in the backstage?
I forgot what I was talking about.
He ain't gonna talk about my team, and he just got through talking about a team that lost 10 straight damn games. They ain't won a game since last October. They ain't won a damn game. Let that marinate. They ain't won a game since last October. So when it got cold, they didn't win a damn game. The last game they won was Indian Summer last October, and that was before Halloween. So their first win will be their first win since last October. What you ain't gonna do is talk about my team.
We'll give you that.
What you ain't gonna do.
We'll give you that, but I mean,
it's facts. It's facts.
So you don't think this roster is better?
I do think they're better. I think they're better. I think the Bears will be better this year. Yes, I do. No doubt. I can't hate on that.
Talk about this year. He's just talking about last year, which he's leaning on last year, which he can because unfortunately they are facts. and he can ride that. But this year, and the cool thing I love about Kev, well, most all you guys, man, like you keep it real as far as like Kev knows this roster's better. Kevin, we all know
No
this
doubt.
Bears roster's better.
No
And
doubt.
so
It is
Sly,
seven.
I said 10 and I said 10
Okay.
wins. I said
Okay.
10 wins. But let me ask you this: what if they're 9-8 and Justin Fields throws for 3,500 yards and 27 touchdowns, and don't make the playoffs because maybe Green Bay or maybe Minnesota? Do you still want to get a new quarterback?
That's debatable, but I'll be pretty sure.
Okay.
I'll be pretty much close. The problem is this: you don't want to eat that second round pick you got from that dude from the Steelers. So you want to keep him. You don't want to eat it, but you're gonna have to eat it because if he don't show up, he need to go too. The problem is, I'm not giving polls no other year. If your defense could have been a lot better, but you chose not to go that route. That's fine. But if the
Hey,
defense is the
fellas.
reason why you don't win games, I'm gonna be upset.
Hey, fellas, we came to the end of this ride, man. It got heated up in the last 5 minutes, like DY said. Y'all cats went in, but we came to the end of this ride, man, and we gotta give our parting shots. Sly, we're gonna let you go loose, go ham next show, cause you waited to the end to really show your angry man side. But we about to give our parting shots. Sly, I'll let you kick it off.
I'm tired. I'm just tired, man. For real, I'm tired. Hey, you know what? I'll be back next week. Damani. And next week,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna revisit this conversation. I'm gonna have Bill put it in the notes, baby.
No doubt.
All right?
No doubt.
The
No
Bears,
doubt.
the draft. Hey, I'm ready. But guess what? Hey, I want to put out there. Soon we'll be putting out there, man. SmokeFellas, White Sox, September 17th. I'm telling you now, with the money, get it out there, get your money in early because it's limited seating, baby. But as Kev said, that's neither here nor there. See y'all next week.
Kevo.
Hey, if you need a guy for the group sales, I got a guy. If you want to get group sales, you're gonna get a whole bunch of people get a discounted rate for the Sox game tickets.
No, we
I got
one.
a guy.
That's
You
already
did?
set up. Yeah,
Okay.
It's already set up.
Bet. Okay.
It's already bet. We will let y'all know, Sean, so you know y'all can come kick it with us, man. But Kev,
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in for the ride, the usual Saturday ride that we do. Appreciate the love and support. Shout out to all the Geminis and the upcoming Cancers birthdays. I'm gonna go and get that out the way. Y'all ain't Capricorns or nothing, but I'm gonna go and get it out the way. Shout out to all the Geminis. Shout out to all the upcoming Cancers. Thanks for tuning in.
Lefty.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked since our day don't get enough love as is. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Happy Father's Day to you guys, man. Y'all great fathers, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. Yeah, man. I think Slide, Kevo, everybody said it best, and you already know it's cancer season, baby.
Baby,
Cancer
we finna
season.
get it in, baby.
And next Sunday,
Yes,
Let's go.
Sunday,
Yeah,
a
hit it with it.
50-50 birthday
That
band.
picture ain't
baby.
shit, though. But yes, sir.
Ah, you hater.
Yes,
You hate. Shout out to all my Geminis, man. Happy birthday to, man, it was RJ this past week, SmokeFellas Jones.
Yeah.
We got
D.Y. birthday coming up.
DY Monday. DY coming up. Man, happy birthday, everybody, man. And Kansas, I like y'all warmed it up for us. Good job. Y'all did a good
Right.
job.
D.Y. birthday is on
As my man
June.
Zach and Tim would say, see ya, Geminis. See you later. Cancer
y'all
season's
did
gonna take over.
Y'all did y'all thing.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
and my only Capricorn daughter, what can I say, Kevin? Let's go.
Can't say nothing. Can't say nothing about them Caps, baby.
Hey, man, as I always say every week, man, where there's smoke,
There's
There's
There's the fellas.
it's
And-
come on next Sunday, baby.
And
That
we'll
50-50.
and Will folks. GFY to him.
Come on, man. That's my boy, man.
I don't care
Hey,
for
man.
him.